Hey everybody, Paranormal Video Gamer here. So, I'm just going to share my thoughts on the LUNAR Remastered collection. And I've only played about an hour into the game. I'll show that right here. Maybe a little over an hour, I'd say. And it's only been the first game, but I will say, if you've got the extra cash, this is worth at least $60. The reason I'm saying at least $60 is that if you can get it cheaper, do so. But I would not pay more than $60 for this game. Even though it's fantastic and it's one of the better remasters and it's quick loading and the characters feel more alive and more crisp. And I know a lot of people are kind of negative about the voice acting for it, but I will say that even with all that, these games, there's a reason for these games being one of the best series of games, and them being on one collection, one disc, one digital download. It is totally worth $60 to go back and actually play these games. Now, a lot of people will probably say it's a remaster. It's basically the old games with barely any touch ups. And I will tell you that the video quality that they've reintroduced and the way that the video actually looks while you're watching the cinematics of the original games, it is beautiful to actually look at. Yes, the graphics are older in terms of the actual gameplay itself, which, by the way, there's going to be some gameplay that I took earlier today while playing the game. But I will tell you, with the, I'm trying to think of the right word, with it being modernized, with it being HDMI compatible now, and you get the both of the games, and by the way, you get the original and the remaster versions of the games. Now, again, the voice acting from the original is not in the remaster whatsoever. And that kind of sucks. I wish they would have included the original audio from the original PlayStation 1 versions of the game, because those games are just freaking amazing. And I also kind of wish they would have included the PSP version on this collection. Maybe in the future they will get the rights to do so. And yeah, you know, I gotta say, these games, they're timeless and they're beautiful to look at on this collection. And again, it's worth $60. Do not spend more than $60, even with shipping, on this collection. Like, I've seen some people try to sell this for $100. There was one person trying to sell this for like $140. It is not worth $140. It's not worth $100. At max, spend $60. With shipping, $62. I picked this up on Amazon. I waited a long time, almost a little over a month, to finally get a copy of this on PS4. And that's all they sell, but you can upscale this on PS5 with the modern display and whatnot for 4K. And I will tell you, it looks absolutely beautiful, and it handles well, and it loads up quick. Again, it is totally worth the money for $60. Do not spend more than $60. Just don't. The scalpers are out of control with all these remastered games that are coming out, and they're looking to nickel and dime and get as much money from people that think that, you know, there's a shortage. There was one particular scalper that I got into an argument over on Facebook. They had posted that they bought like 20 copies of the game, and then they tried selling it on eBay, and somebody had reported their listing on eBay, and they were complaining about how people were reporting their, you know, their selling on eBay and how they were asking for, I think it was like 80 or $90 for a copy of the game, which they only spent 50 on. And they were complaining about it, and I said, well, it serves you right for buying 20 copies of something and then turning around trying to sell it for people that really want the game. And we got into a huge argument, and he said some very unfortunate choice words. And his account got um, removed from Facebook because there was one particular post that he had posted on Facebook. And I said something to him in the post: don't give your money to this guy, he's a scalper, yada, yada, yada. And he, I will say that he said something along the lines of a racist remark. I won't repeat what he said, but he stopped. He basically said his remark and then pretty much stopped talking right after people like called him out on it and said, you know, how dare you? And then I think Facebook stepped in because his remark was just disgusting. But yeah, don't give your money to scalpers. Spend $60 on this. It's worth $60. It is not worth more than $60. No matter what any of the people selling it tell you that it's worth more than that, it's not. It is a classic game. Yes, it's an amazing game set, but it is not worth $100. And that's just my opinion. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, don't forget to hit like, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.